Hey guys, Kiramager here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Mashin Gattai Deluxe Grateful Phoenix from Mashin Sentai Kiramager. This is the final mecha of the Kiramagers, which consists of two new Kirame machine that can transform and combine. So, let's get started. First we'll look at Mashin Oradin, starting in Kirame Stone mode. So, this is a small size Kirame Stone, done up in a clear blue that's the same color used for all the Kiramager weapons, or at least the main Kiramager weapons. You can see it's got a nice little gem design here, as well as a bit of design on the side. On the proper side, you can see that these are where the Kirame seals are. Got a nice refracting pattern. Have this chrome gold emblem on the top, and then on the back we have this detail that looks kind of like a bird head, which will come into play when we transform it.
Let's go! Mashin Oradin! Machine! So, 共に戦おうぞ!
So to transform it, first we're going to come around to the back, fold this down, and fold out the head like so. And we'll take the wings and fold them out to the side. Fold out the wing tips to this point. Then rotate around the tail. And here we have Mashin Oradin in Mashin mode. Now, spoiler alert, the reason why I was a bit secretive about this Mashin when I reviewed the Careful Go Arrow is because this share's name is actually a reincarnation of King Oradin, a character from the show who was initially thought to be dead, but is instead later kind of revived as a crystal phoenix, making this the first machine that doesn't transform into a vehicle. You can see the head here with the beak and some nice painted gold eyes. Got the full wingspan where you can see the Kirame seals in bare detail. We'll have the nicely detailed tail feathers. And here's an underside shot. Now it does have a little bit of articulation thanks to the transformation. You can move the neck down and back up. The wingtips can rotate around. And you can also fold the wings in and out as if you were flapping them. Next we'll look at Mashin Hakobu starting in Kirame Stone mode. So this is a golden big size Kirame machine, or Kirame Stone in this case. For comparison, here's Mashin Fire, the red Kirame Stone. As you can see, they're about the same height, but there definitely is a bit more bulk to Hakobu. Now for this Kirame Stone, it trades in a lot of the... It basically trades in the clearer colors and clear parts of a lot of the other Kirame machine for some nice gold and silver with bits of red here and there. Has a very nice and intricate design, and definitely feels nice in the hand.
Mashin Hakobu! Come on! Ateraku sora ni fly high!
So for the transformation, first thing you want to do is take these side panels and open them up to become the wings. Fold out these pieces till they rest here. Fold them up one more notch. Take this piece, fold it all the way until it clicks into place. Take these pieces on the side and fold them together. And take these pieces back here, separate them, and bring them around to the sides to click in place. And here we have Mashin Hakobu in one of two machine modes. In this case, this is jet mode. So you can see it's a very nice and kind of bird-like golden jet. You can kind of see this head here. It looks like it has bit of a beak and a bird-like design, some nice metallic green eyes. I've got the cockpit right here. On the wings, we can see a bit of a feather-like design, as well as the signature Kiramager magic circles right here and here. Got some nice jet boosters, kind of thrusters here, as well as what will be the arms of the robot mode, but also kind of serve as kind of laser cannons here on the sides. Now this doesn't have wheels on this side, so it kind of just slides around. But that's where we get to the other mode. So for that, I'm going to start by folding in these pieces here, one notch, and flipping the entire thing around, folding the arms back and back together, and folding up these pieces so that they are vertical. And here we have Mashin Hakobu in cargo mode. Now it takes the form of a cargo jet, where there's a lot less gold and a lot more silver and red. We now see a couple of clear parts, with basically the only Kirame seals on Hakobu. But we can see a new cockpit here at the front. It definitely has a bit more of an airplane design. And there's a lot of empty space, but a lot of it is well detailed and paneled. And the gimmick with cargo mode is that it can actually be used to serve as a cargo carrier for the main 5 Kirame machine. So, we bring them in one by one and then equip them. So, first up for fire, I'm going to take these two joints and connect them here and here. So, take it and rest it in this position, and click it in place. Next for Chevelo, I'm actually going to take him and place him on the arm joint for fire. For Mach, we'll take the joint here, to use to connect the head of Landmage / Kiramagen, and then connect him in here. On the other side, we'll take Helico and use this joint connector, place her in here. And finally, for Jetta, we'll just take him and rest him right here. And now we have the main machine riding on Mashin Hakobu cargo mode. So, it is pretty cool to have this sort of carrier mode. It does add a lot more color to this mode, and it is a nice, different way to play with your Kiramagen set if you have this as well. Next, we'll combine our two machines.
Let's Mashin Gattai! Great Furu Phoenix!
So, we'll start with Mashin Hakobu. First, we'll take these pieces, fold them back to the side, and split apart the legs. Fold the wings back one notch. Fold down the arms. Then we'll take Mashin Hakobu, like this, fold up the wingtips one notch each. Using this space here, attach them to the chest and then slide them into place. And finally, we'll take the head and push it all the way back to create the head of Grateful Phoenix. So, we now have the robot mode in combination of the two. First off, we have the head, which has a nice combination of solid red and clear blue parts, as well as a little bit of gold for the eyes. And just to give you a kind of playback, as you can kind of see now, the way the transformation for the head works is that by pushing back the head of Mashin Oradin, causes these two panels to close in on it and then create the face. which is a cool kind of little auto transformation feature. We can see it now. It kind of goes across the chest. Gives a nice broad kind of emblem. Also has this as the chest emblem in the middle. See? A lot of nice gold, silver, and red. You can see that these have now become the legs with a lot of nice detail to them. And you also get the wingspan from Mashin Hakobu. Now this mech also has weapons that can be used in a couple different ways. So first we can take out these two pieces and place one in each hand. And here we have the golden axes, which is nice and simple, but we also do something else where we can take this, rotate one around, then place one on the other side. Just like so. And here you have the golden halberd. And this can also be done by having them facing forward, more so like this. It is a pretty simple articulation, but of course this is a Sentai mech, so that's kind of to be expected. And finally, here's a side-by-side comparison with the other three Kiramager mechs. As you can see, they all stand at about the same height, have about the same size, but different bulks for each of them. And so, in terms of the scale, Grateful Phoenix definitely fits in with the rest. Additionally, bringing them here like this also will allow me to give a kind of addendum to my review of Gigant Driller. This is one thing I forgot to highlight, was this little port up here. This is actually a connector joint that can be used for Mashin Chevalo, along with Mashin Dustin and Mashin Mazellan, who you might have also noticed had connector joints similar to the arms. Admittedly, it's hard to get them all in the same shot, but you get a general idea of how they look together. And there we go. Overall, Grateful Phoenix is quite the fun mech. Both Mashin have interesting stone and Mashin modes, and it's cool that with Mashin Hakobu it has two modes, including one that lets you attach the mechs or the Mashin from Kiramager. It also has a pretty fun transformation, including that nice little automorph at the end. Plus it does have an impressive form that does scale well with the other mechs. Now this is the final main toy in the Kiramager toy line, so this is also let you guys hear my final thoughts on the line as a whole. A phrase that I have used a few times when referring to these toys, and one I still stand by, is that I'd best describe them as simple but fun. They have pretty simple rudimentary gimmicks, but they're enjoyable for the word. A lot of them stand out in that they're complete packages, standalone toys as it were. You don't often need others to enjoy them with, and that does make them pretty unique in that you can kind of pick and choose which ones you want without having to feel too pressured about having to buy other toys to go along with them, which I think that is something quite nice and a bit refreshing. I think that may have been perhaps what they were going for with this first Reiwa Super Sentai, where it has the feel of an older era Sentai, especially in the terms of the toy line, where this kind of thing was a bit more common. It is a shame that there were no major combinations between different mechs, with the exception of how Mashin Zabune could be used to turn King Express into King Express Zabune, but that's more like an add-on. And it is what it is, but at the very least these still are quite good toys, and I definitely did enjoy this toy line. I'm certainly looking forward to whatever they come up with next year. Next time I'll be reviewing the Deluxe King Excalibur. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is Karo50, riding off.